Okay, good morning once again. I wanted to do another screencast, this time for reading, just to kind of give you an idea of some options for reading. The main thing with all of these videos is I realize that technical difficulties will pop up, and I don't want students to feel like they only have one site to go on, and if that site doesn't work, they're not getting their work done. So I want to alleviate that stress for both families and the kids. So each week, the choice board will look a little bit different for each subject, and I want to give some sort of choice that way. Like I said, if a site doesn't work or you can't get on for some reason, you have a backup plan. Of course, you can always substitute in just good old fashioned reading a book at home, logging the minutes, and that type of thing. So that'll be another option that I introduce next week is an actual just good old fashioned. I sat and read a book for 20 minutes, which is what my kids do sometimes. So the two choices we're using right now are Epic and the iReady reading. There'll be a third option that'll get introduced a little bit later on. I'll probably do a separate screencast to show you what that will be. But for right now, we'll just stick with two. So if I go on to my Epic page, what I really like about it is that it gives me the daily reading for each kid. And what I love about yesterday is I think yesterday we had our most readers on there. There's everybody. And they're reading quality minutes. So it's not just like I was on for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. The people that are going on are doing some great reading. Now, don't stress if you don't see your name there. You're thinking that, you didn't do what you needed to do. It might just mean that you did another option or something like that. But what I like about this is I can go in and see, what you're reading. The other nice thing is I have a library where, sometimes kids will ask me to recommend books for them because the books are leveled. And I encourage you to do that. If you want me to level something or suggest something to you, just shoot me a message and I'll be sure to do that. The other option is the iReady reading, which is pretty new to me. So I'm kind of learning as you are. But you log in the same way that you do for math, which I really like. So there's no new type of login for that. And then when you get in there, it'll give you the option of going to reading or math. So when I log in as myself, you can see here it's listed for the reading tab. We didn't take a test for reading levels, so that's where it's kind of a little tricky. So we did some assigning on our own. But again, just like the math, I am able to see the number of minutes that people are going on. So the good news is the people that are going on here, again, are getting some quality minutes. They're above 10, which is great. And we have 5 people that are 50 plus, which is really amazing. The tough part is we don't have everybody trying it out yet so far. Um, so what I do is when I go in, I can kind of see who's been on. Um, and again, I'm just seeing who has tried it out. So we've had most people try it, but we have a pretty good chunk that haven't been in there yet. And so I'm going to encourage people to get in there and try it and see what's going on there. The third site that we will be introducing is Newsy LA, and it's more nonfiction oriented, and you'll probably start to see that a little bit next week. So, of course, you can do good old fashioned reading a novel, logging your minutes for next week. You can go on to iReady for your reading. You can go on to Epic. Now, the last thing I want to show you before my time runs out here on the video is when you do go to my YouTube channel for the read alouds, I would suggest instead of going straight to home is go to playlists. Since we're starting to get a lot of content, I am starting to organize my videos a little bit better. So the Classroom News has a playlist, the Read Alouds have a playlist, and the screencasts will have a playlist to help you stay organized and kind of know where all this stuff is. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. So anyway, So what I like about the playlist too is that it will give you the chapters in order instead of going in reverse order. So if you kind of can keep track of what chapter you're on, you can just move down the playlist and move along. So we will have another chapter or two posted today shortly. But I think that'll be an easier resource for you to use instead of trying to remember all that. So I hope this helps navigate the reading, and we will have hopefully another screencast with another subject to kind of help families figure out the best strategy to help their kids learn. Okay.